welcome back to my channel. When this comes out, it's going to be 1 year of YouTube, you guys, and I just want to say thank you so much. I am so excited. I am so happy that it's been 1 year. I feel like I've kind of come a long way. We're literally at like 259 subscribers. I'm just super thankful. I literally never even thought one person would subscribe to me, so having 259 of you to subscribe to me, I'm very grateful, absolutely grateful. And you know, just thank you guys so much. I've never thought this would have happened. So, and I can't believe it's been a year. Like, it's really been a year. Like, 2020 has literally just flew by. It's been a crazy year, and I'm just really excited to get to 2021. To commemorate my 1 year, I actually wanted to use the limited edition 35B Lisa Frank collaboration with Morphe. I had gotten this a while ago, and I have yet to actually use it. I had first gotten it, and I was super excited just because Lisa Frank, like, I literally remember, I just remember getting her, like, folders, and, like, you guys remember those black Velcro, little designs, like, pictures she would do, and then you got, like, the bright neon markers, and then you just colored. Well, look, you guys, it's literally like that. I love this so much. So it has this little, like, magnetic strip that you open, and you ready? Are you ready for this? I can't hear you. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. So when you open it, this is the little mirror. Hello. And then these are the shades. Super, super beautiful. When I was listening to my coworkers talking about it, they actually said that this was basically like a copycat of another palette Morphe had, but they discontinued. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know Morphe palettes like that enough to tell you if it's like a dupe of another palette they have or had. First of all, it's like 5:13. I never filmed this late. So, okay, I'm gonna prime my face with the Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is their blurring one. They have about 3 different ones. They have like the OG one. I've never used it before. And then they have the blurring. And then they have, I think they have 3. Anyways. Then they have a hydrating one. And don't pay attention to I like had these nail strips, and 2 of them, my nail broke during truck. So I had to like just take them off. I'll fix them tonight. I've tried both this blurring one, obviously, and then I've tried the hydrating one. And you know, so I've always heard that if you're like combination skin, but more so like oily, that you really shouldn't use like a kind of hydrating primer, because it kind of like, you know, gets you more like kind of oily, more like moisture on your skin that you really don't necessarily need because you're already oily. But I mean, don't take that. Take my words with a grain of salt, because you do need something moisturizing. Just because you're oily doesn't mean that you don't need to moisturize. Moisturize. If you are oily, I'm talking to you. Or you're a combination and you don't moisturize, I'm talking to you. You still need to moisturize. Because I'm not dry, so I don't really know how it's gonna work. But it actually works really well. Like, it didn't make my skin more oily. So, but I really like this primer so much because it sinks into the skin, and like, I just feel like it really sinks my pores down. Like, I really do feel that way. And so I really like this primer so much. So that is what I'm putting down on my face for priming. We are going to prime my eyes with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Let me tell you guys a story today, about my day today. So, you know, I'm chilling. I usually go to Plato's, and that's how I sell my clothes a lot of the times. I literally just sell it to Plato's. That's how I do. That's literally like my side hustle, is I sell my clothes. Just because, like, if y'all know me, you guys know I go through clothes like no one's business. I don't know. I have a love for clothes, and I'm constantly just getting sick of some of the things that I wear. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try to sell it, you know? And I usually just go to Plato's because, well, Plato's actually is really nice. Like, don't hate on Plato's. Let me tell you. Don't hate on Plato's. I have found some actually like decently cute things at Plato's. So, you know, I went to Plato's like I usually do. I'm pretty regular there. So I'm there, you know, I'm chilling, I'm living, dropping my stuff off as I usually do. I'm gonna use this gal right here. I'm dropping my stuff out. I do like that little process. You guys, you know, y'all know the process if you've ever sewed your stuff up later, or if you haven't. So this is how it works. So you basically bring your stuff in a bin, and because of coronavirus, they ask that you have washed your clothes that you're selling, you know, the safety precautions make sense. And so that's all they ask for you to do. So I'm going in there, minding my business. I have my bin in my hand, and I'm going over the regular process that they ask of, like, you know, like, do you have a photo ID, blah, 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 and that stuff, you know? So I give them my photo ID, and then after that, she hands me the paper that you have to fill out, and you basically just put down all your information, like your first, last name, where you live, your, like, email or whatever, and then you usually put, like, your description of your bin. So mine was, like, a plastic bin, so I literally put plastic bin. And whatever, so I go about my day, and, you know, usually, sometimes you can shop in store as you wait, but the last time I did that, I literally waited for, like, a whole ass hour, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm just not. So I didn't. And so I was like, I have things to do today, which I did, and so I literally was just like, I'm just gonna drop it off. And you literally have to be there, I believe it's either 6 or 7 p.m. And so I know the drill. I've done it multiple times. And so I leave my stuff and I leave, okay? And so they call me, I believe it's like around, I think it's like 2, I want to say it's like 1 something. Almost 2. And whatever. So I waited a little before I went because I was literally eating. Like, I was in mid-lunch. And so I'm on my way there, whatever. I go inside and I'm waiting. You know, I go up. This is all right. It's a little patchy in some areas, but I can't tell if that's because of my concealer. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm just, you know, chilling. I finally get called up, and the lady's like, oh, like, what's your name, you know? And you're supposed to, you show your photo ID so they know your name, and then you know, they get your order. And so she was double checking, and so they usually have, like, the bins with, like, the stuff that they're buying from you, and there's a number, and you're assigned a number. And so I literally only saw 1 bin, and I was like, okay, maybe they have other bins other places, but this girl's just looking, and I'm like, okay, there's 1 bin right there. Why is she avoiding that one, you know? Whatever. Not trying to think too much of it. And so she comes over, and she's just like, your last name's Ramirez, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay. So then she, like, kind of, like, leaves, and she's starting to talk to, like, her other coworkers, I guess, about it. Like, okay, her last name's Ramirez. Her bin should be number 12. The only number I saw was number 8. And so they were like, okay, like, where's her bin? They're talking. They're just talking. At this point, no one is letting me know about anything that's going on. I'm literally just overhearing everything. So, turns out, long story short, is I guess there was another girl that came in, and whoever had helped her, like, she was like, oh yeah, I just got a call from about my order, whatever. And I guess the girl was like, oh, Ramirez. And she was like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I guess she went over, they checked her out. That was that. I guess whoever checked her out didn't bother to check her ID. So basically the amount that I made, they gave to her. And obviously she wasn't Ramirez because, hello, that's me. But I mean, I don't know the full story. I mean, she could have been another Ramirez. I mean, a Ramirez is a very common name. So for all I know, it could have been another Ramirez, and they could have gotten confused. Who knows? I really don't know. So they gave her the amount that I was supposed to have gotten. Then it gets awkward. So I don't like to be around people when there's confrontations going on. Well, because one, it's at work. Like, why are you going to get confrontational at work? Like, that's the one place you do not need to be immature. You need to, like, talk to people in a professional manner. And the way that this girl was going at the other girl, the girl who originally helped me, I remember her. I don't know her name, but I remember. And I was just like, damn, like she's really going at her. And I mean, for all I know, it could have been her that made the mistake. I don't know. But either way, I used to be a manager. I know how you're supposed to handle certain situations, and she handled it so just so bad, especially like in front of a customer. So she literally like chewed the girl out like in front of me. And I was like, okay, this poor girl, like she's literally just like, dude, I just work here, like the frick. And she literally like went off on her, and she was just like, well, you know, like now we have to figure this out because now we're $20 short, and now it's going to show up and they're going to get pissed, and now we have to effing, like she literally said the F word, and she was like, we have to effing find this $20 and figure it out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, do I need to go? Like that's literally what I felt like, because that's how awkward it was. Like she was cussing at her in front of me, and I was like, oh my God, like I feel awkward for you. Okay, this is super patchy, y'all. I don't really like this. I'm gonna try to go over it again, but this is super patchy. This is how they handled it. No, I'm sorry that we gave your amount to someone else. No, so this is what happened. Nothing. They didn't tell me crap, y'all. They didn't tell me anything. I basically found out from like what I was overhearing. They didn't apologize for that basically being their mistake. They didn't do anything. The girl was just like, okay, like your total that you made today was blah, blah, blah. And that was it. That was literally it. And I was like, okay. But I was just like, dude, like, that poor girl. And okay, the only thing that I can say that, I mean, is obviously right, that whatever, I don't know if she was a manager. And like, here's the thing, is I don't know if that girl that was like chewing her out was her manager or if she was another coworker. When you chew someone out and you're not even their manager, you're just their coworker, I'm not for that. Because like, I'm just like, okay, if you're not my manager, do not talk to me in that way or try to make me feel little in any kind of way, because you have no authority here, you know? And I don't know, I just felt really bad for that girl. The only thing that I can say that like she was right was like, it wouldn't have happened had the girl just checked her ID, you know? And made sure that that was the correct name on the bin, like, you know? I don't know. And like, they literally write down your name next to the number that they designate that bin to. So it's just like, yikes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Lollipop. It's this color right here. So yeah, it was just awkward. Like that was just a very awkward encounter is all I have to say. Like I don't do confrontations like that good, because it's just like, okay, you don't have to embarrass someone to get your point across. Like, you really don't. Like, you don't have to do that at all. There's no reason you need to belittle someone to get your point across. And granted, like, I know, like, some people, when you're in the moment, in the heat of the moment, like, you say things you don't mean. But at the same time, if you're going to be that way, you probably shouldn't be a manager. That's all I got to say. It was just, I don't know. I just felt really bad for the girl. And I really wanted Sabali to be like, it's okay. But at the same time, I didn't want to like let her know that it was fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, am I still going to go back to Plato's? Yes. I mean, I that's how I got to make my money. I'm sad. I've been trying to make these like sugar cookies, I think is what they are. I don't know if they're sugar cookies or if they're gingerbread cookies. Either way, I've been trying to make this recipe because this girl that I know from high school did them. First of all, she does everything perfectly. And it literally looked like a whole, like, baker made them, because that's how the quality was so nice. And I had asked her, I was like, oh my God, like, I need this recipe. And then she sent it to me, and I was like, oh my God, I love when people, you know, actually follow through. Because, you know, sometimes you'll ask someone for something, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll send it to you. And then they never send it to you. Yeah, that's rude. Anyways, so she sent it to me, so I was trying to find the ingredients, and that was also annoying me today, because I was trying to find the ingredients at Walmart, and I mean, I'm assuming because, like, hello, Christmas just happened, that a lot of people were baking, that makes sense, and they were just down on a lot of their, spices. So I was, like, down, like, 5 ingredients, and I was like, dude, I'm also gonna go in with this really pretty color called Priscilla, and it's going to be this color right here. So, yeah, so I literally like was going around trying to find these freaking ingredients. Okay, that is not as pigmented as I thought it would be. Anyways, yeah, so I was just like, dude, like, what the heck? And I was like, you know, it's fine. Like, when I go pick up go to Plato's and get whatever money I make, like, I'll just, you know, go. Like, I'll just go to that Walmart. So I went to that Walmart and I could not find anything. The only thing that I could find was ground ginger. And I was like, seriously? And I was like, I'm not gonna like try to just buy one thing at one store. And so I was like, you know, maybe I'll go to Harris Teeter. Okay. But after that, I went to my bank to deposit some money. And I guess when I got out of my car, and I was on the phone with my mom, and you know how you get distracted? Yeah. So I guess when I was on the phone with my mom, I got distracted and I got out of my car and my freaking mask fell out of the car, because when I went back in the car and I didn't notice it until I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Harris Teeter and get my other like ingredients, that I was like, can't go to Harris Teeter now because I don't have a freaking mask. And no, I'm not that, I don't keep an extra mask. I should have. I know I should. I probably will now after this. But I was like, great. So that happened. But as we speak, my mom actually went to the grocery store to get the rest of the ingredients. She's an angel. Literal angel. But yeah, so I was like, what the frick? Like, I'm so upset. So that annoyed me. That really annoyed me. And then I was like, oh crap, like I have to go pick up Archie's medication. And I did that before Christmas. And I believe she had told me that I was supposed to be ready by like that Sunday or that Monday. And she never like called me back. So I was like, okay, I'm not good at these things. Like, what do I need to do? So I basically called and I was like, I'm already out and about, so I might as well just go there, you know? So I called and I left a message. Every time I call the freaking pharmacy, it literally always goes straight to message. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? I called the vet clinic and I was like, okay, like, told them like, hey, like I tried calling the pharmacy and it went straight to voicemail. Like all I need is just to get my prescription. Like the girl said it was supposed to be ready Monday. So I was just wondering, I'm out, might as well, is it okay if I stop by? And she's like, oh my God. She was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, then she goes, oh yeah, like it looks like it was supposed to be ready such and such day. And she was like, but I guess, you know, because Christmas Eve and Christmas, like I guess they forgot to call you. So Stacey, when were they supposed to call me? Like, nothing irks me more when like you find out that they were the ones that were supposed to get back to you, but they forgot. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I understand holidays, but it's also like, okay, it's not holidays anymore. It's the 28th. I don't know. It was just annoying. I just think it was like the topping on the amount of things that were annoying me for today. And I was like, great. Good to know that they were supposed to call me and they never did. Cool. This is actually turning out not really amazing. It's fine. I kind of want to add something bright on the bottom because like this look, I'm not pleased with these colors right now. I'm just not. I'm going to do my foundation. So the new foundation I'm going to be using is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is their Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is in shade 260. I'm a little scared. Yeah. I'm a little scared, that's it. Hello, please. That looks so white. Okay, it's okay. Well, we're gonna try it. I mean, I'm a little light. We'll see. Y'all, I don't know about this. I'm scared. I'm gonna use my brush on one side and then I'm gonna use my sponge on the other side and see which one works better. And I'm actually gonna be using my e.l.f. triangular buffing brush. I really started liking this brush, so here we go. We're doing it. We'll see. This was on a whim, so. Okay, that looks a little, okay, maybe it'll like, we'll see. You know what? We're going with it. It's fine. We'll see. Okay, this actually isn't that bad of a color. It looks a little white on camera, but I promise It doesn't look that bad. So yeah. Okay, this isn't bad at all. We'll see. We shall see. It could get worse, but for right now, it's not really that bad. You think about that? Do you think how much you work your life away sometimes and you're like, damn, I really worked 70 hours and like bi-weekly 2 weeks? Like, shit. You did that. It's fine. I'm going to use this little tiny one. See how it works that way. To be honest, I don't see much of a difference when I use my brush versus sponge. I really don't. So, I mean, it works well with both, I guess. And it lays really nicely with my primer, too. Like, I don't really see that many pores. I think really just, like, right here, I see my pores. But other than that, it's not really that bad. So, we'll see if it oxidizes, because I have heard that sometimes this Fenty foundation oxidizes color, so we'll see. We shall see, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna go over with my 16-hour camo concealer. I've been loving this concealer. Y'all know this was my go-to concealer. I just love this one so much. I don't know. I just feel like if you like something, like, stick to it, you know? Oh my god, so I'm back on TikTok. I gave in. Yeah, no surprise there, but I did, and I really love it again. I took a break from just having the TikTok app because okay, so here's my thing. I've struggled a lot with self-confidence and body positivity and just self-love. I really have. But that has to do with just me as a person and the really bad abusive relationship I was in. But honestly, I've gotten a lot better. Like, I feel a lot better about myself. I definitely feel like I love myself a lot more, and I know like what my worth is. And so, I feel better, like, mentally and physically. I've been a lot more healthier than I've really ever been, to be honest. Like, I used to run a lot back, I want to say, like, beginning of high school, if not like 8th grade. I used to run a lot, and like that was my thing. But even then, like, I really don't think I would run like I really run now. Like, I've committed wise, like, I do it at least 3 times a week, and it just feels good. Like, it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. And I don't know, I just feel like that's really helped a lot with my fitness goals, and I've been a lot better about just maintaining what I eat and not going overboard. And it's nice, it's really nice when you just love yourself. And I know that sounds so weird, but I don't know, it's just like, it's different. You start to look at yourself and just the world differently when you start to have confidence, like, it's just, I don't know, like, I suddenly understand. Like, I finally, like, feel happy and okay with just being by myself. Like, and that's taken a while. That's big for me, because I always feel like I have to have somebody, and for the first time I don't feel that way. Like, I'm okay being by myself. Like, yes, it's nice to talk to people here and there, and you know, flirt, whatever. But like dating wise, like I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna set with the Mercier, well, y'all know what I'm saying. Translucent Honey under my eyes to give me a more brighter look. And then I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop loose setting powder in translucent caramel for the rest of my face. And we're just gonna see how these work together, because these are literally my go-to powders. Well, mostly the Laura Mercier has been like my staple recently. That's what I've been running to. I used to use, my first translucent powder was, what was it? The Lancome one, actually. That was like my go-to. And then I realized it was actually kind of like, I don't know, I feel like really like white translucent powder doesn't look good on me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because my skin color. I feel like it really is well, actually, I think it just depends on the brand. I really do. And sometimes the color of your skin. I need y'all to love yourself. I need it. I need y'all to love yourself. You know when like you clean your brushes and you're like, dang, this is what it feels like to have clean brushes. And you're like, I need to do this more often. And then you never do it. Yeah. Well, that's not me. But yeah, I cleaned my brushes the other day and I was like, this is nice. Wow. So this is what it looks like to not have so many colors on one thing. I'm going to go in with the Zoomer and Zorbit. This color, it's like a greeny. I was watching Bailey Sarian beauty room tour from like 7 months ago, and I was like, oh, I literally can't wait. I can have a beauty room like that. Like, I just want a beauty room. That's all I want in life. That's basically my eyes. I know, nothing amazing, nothing crazy. Should have been, but it did not. Okay, it looks more pigmented when I use my finger, but I'm not really pleased with my eyes right now. Actually, I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. I'll be back. So that was like the quickest I've ever done my eyebrows. No, they're not terrible. Oh yeah, also a quick shout out. This is a sweetener shirt I got at H&M. I don't know if it was an actual sweetener tour shirt, because I have a sweetener tour shirt because I went on the sweetener tour. It was like her last leg. It was the third and final leg of the tour, and it was in Raleigh at the PNC Arena on November 22nd. I don't think this is a shirt for the last leg. I mean, well, for the tour in general. I think it's just one that H&M used. And really, I feel like, is that illegal? Oh my. My liquid. It's okay. I'll fix it. Getting back to Ari. So, have you guys seen her Sweetener Tour movie? You haven't? Well, you should. It's amazing, let me tell you. It's really just like a concert film. There are a couple of behind the scenes, but there's really not as much as I thought there'd be, which, well, a little disappointed me, to be honest. I was like, dude, what the heck? I mean, it shows a little bit of behind the scenes here and there, but it's not like crazy. Like, I thought there would be a lot more. Like, okay, so I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I love Ari. She's a queen. I stan her. I'm like her biggest fan. had like her Dangerous World tour, and she had like Dangerous World Diaries that she put on like YouTube, and I thought it was gonna be like that, where it was more like her, I guess, filming and just more behind the scenes and stuff like that, when like it wasn't really like that. Like it was, but it wasn't. Like I said, there were little tidbits here and there, but I thought it would be more, you would see more of her like that, and like more of like her family, and like maybe like her now fiance Dalton. And my friend Kira actually told me that it was supposed to have Dalton, and it was supposed to have like her, like showing some of her making positions album, but I guess they decided on that, which is fine. Anyway, so I'm going to be using the Ardell Double Up lashes. This is in 113. Look how pretty these are. They remind me, I said in my ULTA haul video, which I'll link below if you haven't seen that, that they remind me of like lash extensions. I've had lash extensions before, and it just reminds me of that, like the little hairs being on top and the bottom. I guess that's why they call it Double Up. Haha, Bella. I make like dad jokes. I realized my humor is like so dad jokey. I don't know. I'm gonna use the Super Shock Cheek Matte ColourPop and Growth Flirt. We're gonna use that. And I'm gonna be using the Farrah, if I can find it, it's right here. The Farrah Cheeky in 218 brush. Look at it, so cute. I feel like you can't really see it. It's like very, very light. What the heck?
So for the highlighter I'm putting on my face, it is the Ofra and Nikki Tutorials collab in Glow Goals.
Okay, I feel like my look kind of turned into a Joker moment. I feel like it because it's like purple at top and then it's the green on the bottom. Okay, this is coming together. I feel like sometimes when you wear a lash, it pulls it all in. Okay, so I am going in with my all-time favorite Morphe lip liner in Guide Me. You know, you can never go on with a nude lip. So I'm gonna use this So Juicy Plumping Gloss, and this is in She's Here. I'm just gonna put that on top. All right, y'all, that completes this video. Oh, I'm just kidding, I just hit my face, lol. Oh. Set it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This setting mist smells so good. Oh my god, it smells so good. I love it. Anyways, so yeah, that was the 35B palette by Lisa Frank. Amazing Morphe collab. This is how it turned out. Thank you guys again so much. It's been 1 year and I am so proud. I hope to continue on more on my YouTube journey. I'm just very grateful. Yeah, you guys, that's really it. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. It means the absolute world to me. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be right here. I'll insert it right here. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying well, taking care, and just taking care of yourself. I will see you guys next week. Bye.